Hello, everyone, and I hope you're having a good week. Just coming to go through a little overview, just make a few points on Module 4 that you completed this last week. Great job on the forum and also on the presentations. They were awesome. I really enjoyed listening to you give a presentation. It's fun to be on the other side of the camera, so to speak, and be the more of the student and listening rather than the lecturer. So that was really fun. And again, you guys did a great job. I believe most of you cited your material in your presentations well, but remember that if you take material from a resource that you need to cite, you can never overcite a presentation or a paper. It's certainly better to err on that side rather than not to do that and then be called out for plagiarism because you neglected to cite. Also, I didn't know if you knew this or not, that if you borrow a PowerPoint picture or something from, let's say you just found it on the internet, if it's not public domain, that is considered plagiarism as well. So I don't know, it looks like most of you kind of developed your own, so that wasn't a big deal. But I just wanted to make that note. Just to address a couple things on the clinical questions. So I rewrote this a little bit just because it looked like I needed to clarify what I wanted for this assignment. But a couple things I wanted to point out. One was that most of you looked in databases, the PubMed and the EBSCOhost, which is perfectly fine. I would remind you, however, that there are a couple other databases that the book talked about that are really good resources that I don't think anybody used as a database. So one was the Cochrane collaboration, and that's mentioned in your book. So that is a great resource for systematic reviews as well. And then TRIP, T-R-I-P, is a very extensive database. So that's one that you might want to investigate as well. And just broaden your searches, helps to find your articles maybe even a little quicker. And then a reminder that there are different, I said critical appraisals for the best articles. There are appraisals written for specific articles. So if you find a randomized controlled trial, the Pedro scale is the best one for you to use on that. If you're doing a systematic review, there is a 4-question review. That's the one that's listed down here. So make sure you match up the right article with the right appraisal. And we're going to talk about this a little bit in the last module, Module 6, and hopefully bring that all together. I think that was the main points. Again, this was a pretty extensive assignment, but you guys did a good job. If we look at what you got coming up next week, we're going to talk about outcome measures and quantitative research. These articles here, actually when you get down, I would wait and not read those quite yet until you get down to this assignment. This assignment has to do with reading these articles and identifying some characteristics of variables in them. So I would just read the chapters and listen to the lectures and then start your assignments. So I think that's all I need to say on that. If you have questions, feel free to email me if you're not sure about an assignment or what is being requested. Feel free to email me. It helps me to clarify and then to adjust the assignment. Again, I didn't design the course, so we're kind of going through it together. I'm maybe 1 or 2 steps ahead of you, but it sure helps me to understand what you're seeing and what you're perceiving when you send me questions. So hope you all have a great week, and we'll talk to you later.